This is the scene on most of the farms around southeast Georgia as harvest for Vidalia Onions is heading down the home stretch. However, things are just starting to ramp up for Herschel Durrance at his operation, where the pickle crop is ready to come out of the field. It's a unique product that he's now been growing for several years and has a serious passion for.
It's by far my favorite thing to grow, pack. We do about 50 to 60,000 bushels in the spring, and then another 60 to 70,000 bushels in the fall.
Unlike the cucumbers you might see in grocery stores or at farmers markets, this product is smaller and specifically designed to become that salty, tangy accompaniment to your burger or sandwich.
It's a different variety. This is a pickling cucumber, and that's a slicer. Grown basically the same way, it's just different sizes and different varieties.
Speaking of growing, it was a very challenging season as inconsistent weather left plenty of questions about this year's crop. And while harvesting might have gotten off to a slow start, optimism is building with each picking.
This year's growing season has been probably the most difficult. Between the wind, the rain, and the cold snaps, we've had a very trying time. We're in the beginning of the harvest season, and it is beginning to pick up. The first picking was a disaster. This one has really turned around, and it looks like the third picking will be even higher.
Once the pickles are out of the field, things move very quickly, as the fresher they are put into the brine, the better the finished product will be. That's the reason Durrance places an emphasis on such a fast turnaround.
That is the most important thing in pickles, the freshness of them. We very rarely will pick and not ship the same day. Obviously, if you have a piece of load, you'll carry it over or something, but I would say 90 to 95% of our stuff is shipped in the first day.
Now, even though it is a specialty item, this crop hasn't completely escaped the effects of COVID-19, as most of the supply goes to businesses that have been most impacted by the pandemic.
They go in restaurants, most of them. You slice into sandwich shops. Very few do we ship into jars, into your Mount Olive, Clausen, Vlasic. We don't ship a lot to them. That's more of your machine harvest companies ship to them. Most of them go into 5-gallon bucket pails and go directly to restaurants. It's actually a very quick process, most of it. My pickles harvested today, within 2 weeks they could be in restaurants.
Reporting from Tattnall County, I'm Damon Jones for the Farm Monitor.